Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be answering some of your questions and giving information about how to play Forsaken AR. I am back. I know it's been a long time. We have videos coming next week and this week, so stay tuned. Let's start then, shall we? We're starting with Ralph5644. Question 1. What are the chances of getting an animatronic from the salvage? The chances are very rare but not low. Salvaging animatronics takes time, and the only time you can actually get the plus shoot is by setting the time to 8 hours, or maybe depending on what you're trying to get, it could be 8 hours or below. Anything below is a very rare chance, especially like 30 minutes or an hour. And that's the only possible way. Question 2. What is a CPU? A CPU basically allows how the animatronic or plush shoot reacts during an encounter. For instance, if you put a Freddy Fazbear plush suit with a Springtrap CPU, Freddy Fazbear will act in fact like Springtrap during the encounter. This also works for any other CPU and plush shoot that Forsaken AR has to offer, but some of them vary depending what plush suit it is. So if you sometimes want to put, let's say, a plush suit that is very big but with a, let's say with a plush suit that's very small, and you put a CPU that's like very difficult, the chances of you defeating that are like very low. For example, like, I don't remember what it's called, but that purpley bunny thing that has like 3 sections, if you put that that plush suit with the, let's say, a Bonnie CPU, it's not gonna work because it's very difficult, because that character rolls and it's very different mechanic from its original. Question 3. I stunned Trash in the gang but didn't get him. Is this a bug? Or do I not just know how to play? Alright. Ralph, when fighting Trash in the gang, the only way you can shock him is by collecting the part that they dropped, and later putting on the mask on when he charges. If it doesn't work, it was definitely a bug. Trash in the gang is not that hard. You can see him anytime, and it's just like Mangle. Now, questions from Freddy Fazbear Foxy 8555. Question number 1 states, when do you put the mask on for the toy animatronics? Alright, well, I'll be giving up and dividing this into sections. We're going to start with Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and then Mangle. For Toy Freddy, the times you should put the mask on for Toy Freddy encounter is whenever he drains you, which is your battery, or haywires at you. When he haywires, you should have the mask on while looking at him. When he drains your battery, just keep on the mask on until the alarm just stops. For Toy Bonnie is like Springtrap. He is a little like Springtrap, except the only times you should wear the mask is when he haywires. When he haywires, his eye changes color, white to red. You should keep the mask on him whenever he has white eyes. As soon as his eyes change to the color red, look the other way but still wearing the mask. Toy Chica is just like Toy Freddy, except she only haywires, so all you have to do is directly look at her. For Mangle, whenever she starts to haywire, put the mask on and look away. Looking at her makes you lose and die during the encounter. Whenever Mangle charges at you, put the mask on directly. Put on the mask on and directly look at Mangle. If you don't, you will also lose the encounter like this. Question number 2. Can you put plush suits that aren't in the shop from salvages? Can you obtain and get plush suits from salvages? And yes, you can. Salvages give you the chance to obtain any plush suit that you don't already own. Now that I've answered some questions from people, here are some tips that I can offer and recommend. While playing Forsaken AR, it is best to use headphones or earbuds to play. While wearing either one, this helps you identify where the next location is, where the animatronic is going to be moving, especially when fighting people like Lefty, Springtrap, and Creation, and others. For example, Lefty. Lefty is a hard animatronic that some people have hard times with, as you're supposed to move very not rapid, fast with the camera, and since you have to do all this controls and all of that, some people cannot do it. So when wearing headphones, it is also easier because you can hear from either the left headphone or right headphone or earphone. You can hear the footsteps and which way it's going. So that would also make it easier. So instead of you listening directly from your phone speaker, you exactly know where the animatronic is going to move. It's the same for Springtrap and Creation. Since Creation is a fast-moving animatronic and has the mask ability, you will really want to know where he is, especially during the second phase. When he haywires and drops his little plushies, you really want to know where he is, because when he haywires, you want to look at him with the mask on. If you don't, you will lose the encounter with Creation. And Springtrap is very easy. You really won't need the headphones, but if you're really a beginner, I would recommend the headphones. Springtrap isn't that hard since I played him during the beta of FNaF AR, but I still recommend headphones while fighting him. Alright, here's my, not helpful, but my idea when fighting new animatronics or different characters that you haven't fought yet. So, with the newest animatronic, Hector, he is just like Mangle, so that's why he was very easy to defeat. But for example, like Dreadbear, or other characters that we haven't gotten yet, here are ways that you can fight, and nobody else has fought him yet. You're the very first one. So, what you should do is see how he reacts and how he is during the fight or during the encounter. This will also help you understand what type of move he is going to make and how he reacts to certain things. I'm not really good at explaining this part, but let's say for Toy Bonnie, he has voice lines. He moves, and you keep looking at him, and then eventually he haywires, and that's all he does. Once you memorize the pattern of what either animatronic does, it would be easier for you to encounter that fight because you already know what you're doing. Those are maybe some helpful tips right there too. And with the flashlight, you should not use the flashlight all the time. That will drain your battery very fast, and you need the battery for certain encounters, let's say the scrapped animatronics like Scrap Trap, Scrap Baby, Molten Freddy. And Molten Freddy, I recommend using the headphones because he slithers a lot, and he drops parts like Mango and haywires, so it's very difficult. But if you can memorize the pattern for Molten Freddy, then it shouldn't be hard for you to encounter that animatronic anymore. Same goes with Creation. His pattern is not that hard to understand. His first phase, all he does is walk and walk and walk, then haywire, so that's when you put the mask on. During his second phase, he drops these plushies, and all you do when he haywires is you shock him. If you understand those, it shouldn't be that hard to fight Creation. You just really got to understand the basics of how the animatronic works during the encounter. When playing Forsaken AR, it is best to update the game weekly, as all your progress may be lost. Now, when playing the game, the first thing it's going to give you a tutorial. Exactly as you're finished with the tutorial, start making friends with other people on the Discord server. I am not going to link it because I just don't want to link it. But with the Forsaken AR server, everybody is nice there. You should buy, exactly after you're done with the encounter of your tutorial, you should buy endo plush shoots that the coins give you for free. Instead of buying random things in the shop, you can buy random things in the shop later as you get more coins from the animatronics that you get from salvages or from other friends. reason is this: if you waste all your coins, you're not going to be able to get stuff for certain encounters. Let's say, again, for Molten Freddy, he haywires and you don't want to get attacked a lot, so you get a defender. If you run out of coins, you're going to have to one-shot Molten Freddy, and I'm certain you don't really want to do that. So instead of wasting and buying other things in the shop with your coins, save it up for later. Alright, that sums up the video for today. Thank you guys for watching. I was just answering some of your questions. I will be posting a Dan to Dan video next week, Thursday, for the next Dan to Dan episode, so stay tuned for that if you're Dan to Dan fans. For Five Nights at Freddy's or other games, depending on how the schedule goes, I might post something tomorrow. And that's basically it for today. I just wanted to post something real quick so my channel doesn't start dying like always. And I'll see you guys on the next video, so goodbye.